Hey guys, so I'm at Harry's house and he's late as usual. His wife let me in and I'm just kind of chilling in their living room. I don't know what else to do, so I thought I'd talk to you. Does Harry speak French?
I do.
Victoria, hi!
Hello, Miss Gray. Please, won't you sit down?
It's so nice to finally meet you. Harry's told me so much about you.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't, but you seem nice.
I've heard an awful lot about you. Henry probably has 17 pictures of you on his phone.
Oh, he doesn't have 17.
18, then.
Oh, you like Wagner?
Yes. I love his music. It's so loud, one can talk the whole time and not be heard by anyone else. That's the great advantage to music, don't you think, Miss Gray?
Oh no, I never talk during music. Or at least not good music. If it's bad music, then I think we have a responsibility to drown it out. Don't you, you know?
That's one of Henry's views. I'm so used to hearing his views from his friends. It's the only way I ever hear about them. But you shouldn't think I hate music. I love it. But it makes me too romantic. I've worshipped pianists before. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's that they're all foreigners, right? I mean, even the ones born in America become foreigners at some point. It's so smart of them. So cosmopolitan. You've never been to any of my parties before, have you, Miss Gray?
Hey, Dori. I see you've met Victoria.
Harry, thank God. You're not dead. Thank God you're not dead. I thought you might be dead.
Harry, it's so good to see you. We've just been having the nicest chat about music. We agree on quite a bit, or don't we? But she's just been so pleasant.
I'm glad to hear it, babe.
Well, I should go. Henry, I'm assuming you're eating out tonight. So am I. You two enjoy yourselves. I'll see you sometime.
Dori, never marry a woman with dark hair.
Explain.
They're too sentimental.
Well, what if I like sentimental?
You know what? Forget what I said. Never marry at all.
Well, I don't think I'll ever get married.
Why?
Well, I'm too in love. That's something you'd say, isn't it?
Funny. Who are you in love with?
An actor.
Chris Pine?
No, a stage actor. Here, his name is Sybil Vane.
Never heard of him.
Oh, but you will someday. He's a genius.
Genius? No actor or woman is a genius. What?
Harry.
Okay, let me put it this way. There are two kinds of women. The plain and the pretty. The plain ones are really useful if you want a good woman to take home to your parents. The pretty women are nice, but they paint themselves to try to look young. Our grandmothers painted so they could look smart. Now women paint themselves up so they can look 10 years younger than their daughters.
You sexist pig. What is that, what does that even have to do with anything that we're talking about?
Actors, women, they're one and the same. Anyway, tell me about this Sybil Vane.
Well, I've known him for about 3 weeks.
Why haven't you mentioned him before now?
Because I didn't know I was in love with him until last night. I met him because of you, you know.
Explain.
Well, after I met you, I had this crazy need to live my life, to the fullest, to experience everything life had to give. So I started wandering around the city. I went to the park. I walked down Main Street, and I just passed these people, and I just wondered about their lives. Like, who are they? What do they love? What do they do? And I'd stand checking out. I'd check things out on campus. I pick random flyers, and I would just go to things. And I'd find myself at dirty frat parties and at rundown venues, amateur rock concerts. It was so exciting. One day I wandered into the theater, and it was old and run down, and I didn't know even what play I was seeing, but I just felt like I was meant to be there, And if I hadn't, I might never have met the love of my life.
Oh, Dori, he probably isn't the love of your life. He's your first love, but there will be more. Trust me.
Shut up, I'm not shallow. He's the one.
Dori, the people who only love one person are the shallow ones. They have a lack of imagination. Faithfulness is a confession of failure. They're just scared to admit they can't get anyone else. But anyway, go on.
Well, I'm sitting in the front row, and the whole place seems like it's about to fall apart around me. And there's barely anybody there, and the people that were there were just drunk out of their minds. And I was going to leave, but then I saw the playbill, and you know what the play was?
Dumb but innocent?
No, Romeo and Juliet. And I wasn't sure I wanted to watch a Shakespeare in such a dirty theater performed by students. Juliet was an old fat girl, and Mercutio was worse. But then Romeo walked on stage. Harry, imagine a guy, about 18, with a face like a flower and plaited coils of dirty blonde hair. Eyes that were wells of passion and lips like rose petals. He was so beautiful I was crying. And his voice sounded like the dawn when the birds are chirping or the swelling of violins. Your voice and his voice are two voices I'll never forget. I love him. So I go to that theater every night to see him play. One night he's Orlando and the next Sebastian. I've watched him drink poison from his lover's lips and wander through the forest of Arden, chasing a woman dressed as a pretty boy in pantyhose. Normal men are boring, but an actor? He's something different every night. Why didn't you tell me the only thing that was worth loving was an actor?
Because I've loved way too many actresses.
I shouldn't have told you.
Why?
Because you spoil everything. You won't take anything I say seriously. Why do I feel like I need to tell you everything? Geez, I'd commit murder and run and tell you first thing.
That's just the influence I hold over you. So have you and Sybil Vane had relations yet?
Harry, no. Gross. He's too pure and sacred for that.
Only the sacred things are worth touching. Come on, if you love him, you'll sleep with him someday anyway. There's no harm in talking about it. Have you even talked to him?
Yeah, I've talked to him. I'm not going to just fall in love with somebody I've never talked to. I talked to him the third night I went. He was playing Orlando. I threw some flowers on stage for him. Like, you see like in old movies. He looked so confused, and he was so shy and gentle. I told him how much I loved his performance, and his doe eyes got so big, he couldn't believe someone liked it that much. He said I was sort of like his Prince Charming. And then he laughed, and it was, such a shame that there's no, Princess Charming. And that's what he said, that he would start calling me his Princess Charming.
Gross.
You're just jealous you've never had a love like ours.
And I hope I never do.
I go watch him every night.
Is that why you've been turning down my dinner invites?
Sorry.
No, I understand. I'm no actor.
I can't help it when I think of his beautiful soul hidden in that ivory body.
Stop. To make up for putting me through this conversation, you have to eat with me tonight.
I can't. He's Prospero tonight, and tomorrow he's Romeo.
And when is he Sybil Vane?
Never. He's all the heroes in one. Oh, Harry, you have to tell me how to make him love me back.
Whoa, calm down. I don't even know the guy.
Oh, come with me to the theater. You and Basil. Come see him act, and I know you'll be as amazed by him as I am. Tomorrow, he'll be Romeo. It'll be great.
Fine. When will you and Basil be ready?
Basil! I should text her. I haven't seen her more than a couple minutes, a day in weeks. I'll have her ready about 6.
Sounds good. How long have you all been there? I'll upload this for her later. Hello, sorry to bother you all again, but I thought in the interest of full disclosure, you might be interested in the voicemail I just got.
Harry? Oh my God, could you pick up your phone this one time? I've got great news. The best news. You're the first person I've told. Sybil and I are engaged! I can't believe it either. Tell you more about it later. Gotta go. Bye.
So yeah, that happened. Okay, bye for real this time.